Hey everyone, it's Minnesota Joe. Hope this day finds you well. Wanted to share a few things that I picked up for my LCS and thought they'd be fun to share. They're less common, and so I thought I'd share them with you. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so a lot of you have seen $2 bills before. This is an older one. It's 1928 $2 with the red seal, and it's very worn, but look at the condition's not that great, but look at the back, it's different. It's got someone's writing on there too, unfortunately, but it's old. Fun to see that. So you don't see those every day. Here's another older one that's a 1934 silver certificate. And this one is called a funny back because of the backing of it is different than your normal $1 bill. And kind of fun to share that with you if you haven't seen one before. It's called a funny back. Next one is, well, I did find about a bunch of $1 silver certificates that the condition is pretty worn here on these, but take a look. Obviously, these are just very common. You'll find these pretty reasonable if you want to pick them up at your LCS. So I did that. I got a good price and was glad to pick those up. And the next thing, I've got some very good condition, probably AU or close to AU silver certificates that this isn't 1935. Actually, I've got a couple here that are 1935. And if you look at the serial number, they're right next to each other, ending in 8476 and then 8478. So that's fun to see. Maybe adds a little value to those. 1935, very good condition. You can see there's some creases on them, but they're not AU, but they're close. For sure they're fine condition, very crisp still. Next one is, these are sequential, 1957 silver certificates. So this one ends in 2060, and the next one ends in 2061. And again, these are crisp. So great to see these, and that adds a little bit of value as well. And I picked up just a ton of AU silver certificates. These are all, well, there's some that are 35. This is 1935, 1935, 35, and then there's the rest are all 57. Oh, these are all 35. So there's probably a dozen here that are 35. And then there's 1957. So got a great price on these, and I'll be going through them. Now this one is a Hawaii silver certificate, 1935, and it's got the Hawaii stamp on it, and on the back too you'll see Hawaii there as well. That's hard to read, but it is. They imprinted that as well. There's a crease on it. It's not perfect condition, but for a 1935 Hawaii, you won't see many of these around either. I did a little more research on the Hawaii stamp. They call it an overstamp. And the reason for it was in 1942, they were worried that the Japanese would invade Hawaii and take it over. And so they wanted to be able to declare the dollars worthless. And so what they did was by putting the stamp on there, they replaced the existing dollars that were on the islands and replaced them with these Hawaii stamped dollars. And there were about 35 million of these made, so there are quite a few out there. But I find that very interesting that they decided to destroy all of the currency that was currently being used by the U.S. on the islands of Hawaii and instead replace them with these Hawaii stamped, overstamped dollars. And lastly, this one I was really excited to share. So I just happened to come across this one, and it's a 1957 silver certificate in okay condition. It's got some creases on it as well. But I think the person I bought it from sold a lot from them, or about a lot from them. and you know, they obviously didn't see that, but there's a radar on that. So the number is the same backwards and forwards, 7425 5247. So combined with being a silver certificate, I think that adds quite a bit of value, and you know, very collectible. So I'm looking forward to seeing what I can get for this. You never know, but it's a nice example of a radar and a silver certificate. So, all right. Well, I wanted to share that with you. And if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you get updates. And, you know, please spread the word. So it helps me get the word out there and get more visibility with YouTube. All right, take care and have a great day.